Hey, YouTube, what's up? It's your homeboy and Dragon Master, Guy Brown, bringing you with another Pokemon video because of this little Latias pin here. Now, today's Pokemon video gonna be a lengthy one, so sit back. I'm going through all 18 types and telling you my favorite Pokemon of every single one. So, sit tight. Starting with normal type. There are so many, but I gotta go with, well, Generation 1, my favorite gen. I gotta go with Tauros, the wild bull Pokemon. If you don't know what he looks like, look him up. He's a three-tailed bull with anger problems. Moving on to the next type, we have water. And there are a lot of water Pokemon, but I'm going to have to choose from Generation 6, the water starter, Greninja. This thing, badass. If you don't believe me, watch the freaking X and Y anime. You'll see how badass this Pokemon is. It can make shurikens out of water. No, don't tell me that's not cool. Moving on to... I'm going to cover the starter types first, so moving on, fire. And everybody who knows me, that my favorite fire type of all is Charizard. Yeah, you could fight me on that one. Charizard is the best. Yeah, I know he's been getting a lot of love lately, and not a whole lot of other fire types have gotten love. But who gives a shit? Charizard's awesome. And now we move on to grass. And I'm going to pick a Gen 3 starter, Sceptile. Yeah, I love Sceptile. Even though Blaziken just is stupid, so. And, even though Swampert can deal with 3 of the first 4 gyms on his own, I love Sceptile. Because it's pretty cool Pokemon. It's a reptilian lizard. Awesome. I think that covered, what, 4 types? Okay, moving on to type number 5, Electric. And you all know where I'm going on this one. My number 1 favorite electric type is Pikachu. Always has, always will be. Pikachu is the iconic mascot of Pokemon. That's why I love this little guy. Now, type number 6, we're going into ghost types. And my favorite ghost type is Gengar. Yeah, Gengar's pretty cool Pokemon. Which I love because, ghost types are awesome. It's supposed to be menacing and scary. I chose Gengar because of... There's nothing menacing about a haunted chandelier. Trust me. Next, we have Rock type. And if I had to choose a favorite rock type, I gotta go with Onix. Can't beat classic Onix. Come on, it's a 28-foot rock snake. Granted, it's 28 feet, and it's a lot lighter than it should be. I don't know its exact height and weight. So, okay, we covered fire, water, electric, ghost, normal, and grass, and rock. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we covered 7. Now we're going on to fighting types. And fighting type Pokemon, there's not a whole lot I like. But if I had to choose one, I'd have to go with Lucario. Yeah, it has the ability to sense aura, so I like Lucario. It's freaking awesome. Okay, moving on to Steel type. That's Lucario's other half, but since I chose Lucario's fighting type, granted, my favorite Steel type actually comes... Believe it or not, it's... Actually, a legendary Pokemon is my favorite Steel type. And that would be Dialga. Yeah, I got a way better Dragon type, but... Dialga is my favorite Steel type because even though it's half Dragon, it's also half Steel, so... And I just love the fact that a giant metal dragon... Man, it is so awesome. Okay, moving on to ground type, and there's not a whole lot of ground type Pokemon I love. Not a whole lot of pure ground, so I'm gonna have to pick a dual type ground type. And I'm gonna go with, yeah, I'm gonna go with the grass ground starter, Torterra. Yeah, I know I picked two grass types, but Torterra is my favorite ground type because this thing is built like a tank. So, moving on to poison types. My favorite poison type is also half fire, Salazzle. Yeah, I know it's a Gen 7 Pokemon, but who cares? It's 4 times weak to ground, which sucks, but it's also the only Pokemon that has an ability called Corrosion that can poison steel types. That's freaking awesome. Not to mention it's always female, so. Okay, moving on to Dragon type. I told you I was going to pick a different Dragon type. We got Rayquaza. You can fight me on that too. Rayquaza is the ultimate legendary dragon, said to calm the power of Kyogre and Groudon. So, yeah, fight me. I dare you. Moving on to Bug type. Now, granted, I'm with Misty on this one. Granted, there are a lot of weird and creepy bugs out there. Most of them I hate. But if we're talking my favorite bug, we go back to Gen 7, Golisopod. Yeah, look that sumbitch up. It's awesome. It's half water, and its ability, Emergency Exit, lets it flee the battle when it's half dead. Yeah, this is why I love that Pokemon. Moving on to Flying type, there's not a whole lot of Pokemon I like that can fly. But if I had to pick one, we're going Generation 8. Yes, I'm picking a Generation 8 Pokemon because it has changed to Corviknight. It also has Steel, but my Steel type is a Legendary, so. Corviknight is a beautiful metallic bird, which we needed its first 2 evolutions are pure flying, which I love. No normal about it. And then it evolves into the Steel bird. Love it. Moving on to Psychic, and I gotta pick an evolution, and there's only one evolution that's a Psychic type. That being Espeon. Espeon is a Pokemon that evolves when your Eevee evolves during the morning at max friendship. So, this is why I love Espeon. It's a friendship evolver, yes, but it's a Psychic type. In Generations 1 and 2, Psychic was pretty much, well, in Generation 1, Psychic was pretty much broken. They fixed it by adding Dark type. Okay, covered her up. Okay, moving on to Ice type. Not a lot of Ice types I like, but if I had to pick, I'm going Legendary again, and I'm picking Articuno. It's a graceful, majestic bird that can freeze your ass. Okay, that covers Ice types, and now I go Dark type. My favorite Dark type, Zoroark. Yeah, the Pokemon of illusion. I love Zoroark. It can transform itself into the last Pokemon in your party. Zoroark's awesome. And its previous stage Zora is adorable. So, and now I move on to the last and final type, Fairy. Granted, this is a new type that a lot of people don't like, mainly because when they think of Fairy type, they think of that awful Pokemon Aromatisse. I don't like that Pokemon. My favorite Fairy type, I have to, again, I'm going the evolution route, and I'm going Sylveon. You can fight me on that too, but, and you're probably wondering why I didn't pick an evolution for all the types that Eevee evolves into. Main reason, because most of those ones, I have way cooler Pokemon. Jolteon's cool, but I picked Pikachu because I love Pikachu more. Back to Sylveon. It's awesome. It's immune to dragon types. And it's strong against dragon, dark, and fighting, which I love. And Sylveon, it evolves through love. Not friendship, love. Yeah, that's how Eevee evolves into Sylveon. It evolves through love, not friendship. Big difference. If it's your friend, it turns into either Umbreon or Espeon, depending on what time of day it is. But if it loves you so much, it's going to evolve into Sylveon like that. Well, that's been Guy for my top Pokemon of all 18 types. Your Dragon Master, an anime fan, out.